the top face-off guys in the country out there with Kadaroth. Mavericks with Fitzgerald tries to chip it along the boards, but unable to clear. Mosley has it. Back to the point for Thorne. That shot gets blocked by Sandlin. On the far side, there's a shot down low. Rebound given up. Still loose on the ice. Still loose and a score. Mosley and Kadaroth were down loose as the Mavericks unable to cover up on the play. And Tech has come back to tie this up with 1:31 left to go. And I'm not sure if we're going to take a look at this one. If there was a player in the crease or not. There was obviously a lot of there's Ashbrook shooting down Rancière on the play.
And I think the refs will talk about this. You'll see
Ashbrook forces Rancière back to the ice.
Gives him a cross check right in the back there.
Yeah.
Doesn't give him an opportunity to get up. I've never been a fan of the review, but if we're going to have, hopefully we get it right. But it did look like he did prevent Rancière from getting up and having a chance to get over to that loose puck. See it right here. Gives him the cross check.
Everyone in the building, if you're a Maverick fan, but the Mavericks with Furry over, I don't know if they're going to take a look at that or now. And now the officials want, Mike Hastings wants to talk to them. In a game of this magnitude, quite candidly, you have to take a look at this one. Do you not, Eric Means?
Well, if you're going to have review, you want to get it right. You know, we saw an odd situation last year in the playoffs, the overtime. If it's going to be in the rule book, let's take a look at it.
Fans in the building continuing to see a rebound. And there, I mean, Ashbrook, he prevents Rancière from moving on the play to his left to cover up the puck.
I'm not quite sure what the discussion is.
I've seen more egregious goals go up for a review this year.
I mean, it's got to be pretty obvious to the guys in stripes that something's going on when you can see it on the big screen and they're not taking a look at it.
I'm at a loss for why we're not taking an official review of this. My understanding is the Mavericks don't need to have their timeout yet to make this.
Well, we've got the commissioner in the building. It would be a good question for him.
I don't think he wants to venture down to our broadcast spot right now.
Why they don't come and take a look at it.
And I think now they are going to come into the box. We'll get the official call from the ice right now.
Minnesota State has issued a coach's challenge for a potential interference on the goalkeeper. The play is under review.
So Mike Hastings apparently issued an official coach's challenge. I can guarantee that official coach's challenge came about 3 or 4 minutes ago.
Well, I think you've got 5,000 people in this building that feel the call should go one way. Maybe there's 500 Tech fans.
Yeah,
here.
Usually in situations like this, we have a number of people around our broadcast spot, but they've shown the play at least 10 times here in the building. Yeah. So everyone has seen it.
Yeah, no one's turning around asking us for a thumbs up or a thumbs down. But I've seen stranger things, and until they come out and make the call, you never really know.
And as we just mentioned, all Tech needs to do is force it to overtime.
Yeah.
If they force it to overtime, they get the conference championship and the #1 seed. So there's just a little bit riding on this official review right now.
On this call. You know, and whether it's the National Hockey League level or the collegiate level, it's been pretty consistent. Anytime there's contact with the goaltender in the crease, it seems to get waved off. And You saw Ashbrook give Rancier the cross check right in the back, coming up right here. He's not pushed, hits him right across the back of the numbers and kind of forces him down to his stomach and doesn't give him the opportunity to pop up on that rebound.
So Brady Johnson, David Kovarek checking things out right now on the official replay. And they've been at it for probably close to 2 minutes looking at it.
And it looks like they've got their decision made down there. There's certainly one fan in his college pullover down there. He's pretty confident what the call is going to be.
Let's get the call right now.
After video review, there's interference with the goalkeeper. We have
no goal. No goal. And 5,000 plus, most of which were Maverick fans, applaud that decision. And there again, you see Ashbrook. He's tied up by Hirose on the play, but he goes down with a cross check to the back of Rancier. Joe Shahan now is not real thrilled about the call.
And I think the key is, you know, Hirose doesn't push Ashbrook into Rancier. After the initial play, Ashbrook comes right back with the cross check, right across the numbers and pushes him down. And more importantly, that faceoff comes outside the zone.
I mean, Joe Shahan is extremely upset. And I get it, because if I'm a Tech fan, they're that close to getting a number one seed. It's a big call either way. And so I can understand that it has to be undeniable from a Tech perspective to pull that goal off.
Yeah, no doubt. There's a few four-letter words coming out of his mouth right now.
He's still upset about it, but they're going to pull the face off, pull the goal off. It's still 2-1 with 1:31 left. Players should be fresh because they had about a 5-minute pause right there at least. But the Mavericks with the face-off outside their defensive zone, still holding on to that 2-1 lead. Puck forced here to the near side. Hillman, here comes Pavel after it. Pietla's back in the net. Pavel after it, over skates. And then he gets dropped from behind by Mosley.
Key to keep your cool here.
Pavel with the rush up the ice, and now Mosley upset. And they're bringing him over. Here you see the rush up the ice as Pavel got tied up from behind. And then he takes a hit from Mosley from behind, who's obviously frustrated. Here's the official's call on this play.
Minor penalty on Michigan Tech, number 11, 2 minutes hook.
2 minutes on the hooking call as Mosley pulled Pavel from behind on his rush up the ice.
You'll see it here. Hook. Pavel does come back and, you know, gives it the whack across the stick, but notice Mosley, I don't believe he's going to get a double minor out of this for the hit after the whistle. Question is now, what do you do if you're Coach Hastings? How do you play this this power play? Do you keep it more conservative, or do you actually run your power play guys out there? And it looks like he's going to go with his normal power play group.
Kukkonen back the other way, and they might pull Pietla right away. Kukkonen on a shorthanded effort, scores! Kukkonen on a shorthanded goal, scores. Mavericks after the draw, unable to get the puck deep in the zone. And a shorthanded tally with 1:06 left ties the game up for Tech.
Now, nice play by Kukkonen there. Forehand, backhand coming across the line. It just squeaks through Rancier there to tie it up at 2.
18:54 for Kukkonen, his second of the weekend, 16th of the season. The freshman from Maple Grove, and the Mavericks still on the power play. We're tied at 2, but Tech right now 1 minute away from assuring themselves the top seed and a share of the conference title. Furry brings it in. Furry from behind the net. Carroll. Borch with a score! Cade Borchert with 43 seconds left. A power play goal, and the Mavericks back up on top, 3-2.
I don't know what to say, God. I really cannot believe the last 2 minutes of hockey I've seen here. You know, you're just ready to say, hey, the Mavericks got to realize they're still on the power play. And Borchert rips it over the blocker, top shelf, to give the Mavericks the 1-goal lead here with 43 seconds to go. And now if you're the Maverick coaching staff, you got to remind the guys, hey, this game has not been won. Michigan Tech has been fighting and clawing all the way back. He's come out, get the draw, get it deep, and be very smart with the puck.
So Tech, if they can establish thing against, although nice play by Hillman to drop it in. He
Nice
gets dropped
play,
on the play, but they need to keep it on that side of the red line to force Pietla to stay. Pietla is now out of the net for the extra attacker. We're down to 26 seconds left. Furry and Carroll on the assist. Thorne at the point. Extra attacker on the ice. Crespi unable to hold the line. We're down to 15 seconds left. Tech has to clear. Ashbrook. He'll bring it back in to the down low. There's some traffic down low as Mosley got forced one wide. Still to the side of the net. Rancier covers up, and they'll take a face-off with 3 seconds left. Eric Means.
Well, it's funny, and I know they're college athletes, but some of the decisions there to, cheat on the pucks, and I get it. They're excited.
You weren't excited about a 3-2 coming into the zone on the extra attacker? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, they gave up that zone pretty easy there. It's one of those ones you kind of look at and go, man, oh man, but
David Cilia, if you've ever won a face-off, now's the time to win one with 3 seconds left. Mavericks holding on to a 3-2 lead.
This is it.
Cilia. Mavericks still trying to get things set up here on the draw. Officials over right now looking at the clock. I don't know if they're going to add any time to the clock.
Well, for David Cilia, the task is very simple. Find a way to win it or create a scrum and, let your wingers and your defensemen come through there and clean it up. And if you're net front, it's get down and block a shot if Tech manages to win this faceoff.
All right, here we go. 3 seconds. Cilia and Kataroth in for the faceoff. Face-off down low. Cilia with the second swipe. It's set wide of the net, and the Mavericks have won the CCHA championship for 2023. Their 6th consecutive championship, a national record